Hey guys, so right now today I am going to be starting the walkthrough of the house that I closed on Monday. And so this first video here is going to be a general overview of the exterior, so the exterior walkthrough, and I'm going to organize all of the videos here in this house walkthrough depending on the section and things. So I'll try not to get super technical and bore people, but I'm going to give some pretty detailed accounts of where everything is in the house and all the features and functionality and stuff. So today here, you see I am standing out in front of my house in the street a little ways back, and I've got this nice big light post in the front yard. That's kind of cool. You know, it'll mean we have illumination in the front yard during nighttime, but this is what the house looks like from the front street view. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and walk around and note some features as we go here. So I'll probably just start with the yard. You can see that we have plenty of new sod here in the front yard. There's two trees that have been planted here. So one over there on the left, and then another, if you can see, over towards the empty lot on the right here. We'll see how big these get. Right now they're not super small, more like saplings. But there were, I think, 10 plats of sod that they laid. And so you can see we have sod all through the front yard here. And I will go do the walkthrough, go look at the backyard as well. Like I said, we'll start with the yard. And so they laid sod all around the foundations of the house. And out in the back, as we'll see in a second, they actually seeded the rest of the yard, and then they put straw over it. And so as we'll see here in just a second, the grass is already starting to grow. So this is Georgia. I mean, albeit it's winter here, but Georgia is hot and humid, and so plants grow pretty quick. And so you can see there's already some grass sprouting up underneath the straw here. And so with the 10 plats of sod, they sodded all around the house. And this is actually about where the sprinkler system goes to as well. So I've been talking to a contractor, and we are going to get sprinklers installed for this entire back portion, all in the rear here, because I want to be able to water the whole lawn with sprinklers rather than having to run hoses and deal with all of that hassle. So starting with the yard here, eventually we'll have grass all the way here in the backyard too, and you can actually see that it's a pretty sizable lot here. I'm out to the edge. Let me walk to the edge plat here. So I do have a road behind me, and it's not super close. There's a couple trees between me and the road. Eventually I may put up a fence. Right now I don't have a great need for it, so I'm probably not going to spend the money, but it would be nice eventually. So this is the property line, right around here where the grass ends, and over here, which is mostly just trees and brush right now, well, they're going to be continuing to build in the community. So I am in one of the middle phases of construction, but there will be more houses over there eventually, so I'll have neighbors. Although there will be a street real close to me for an exit, and that'll be nice. But this is about the property line, and you can see over where that tree is, that's about the other end, and so it's going to be a nice big backyard. And so this house is actually on 0.35 acres, and that's, I don't know about substantially, but a good bit bigger than the average house size in suburbia here, which I was reading things on the internet, and they said that many people, like the median yard size now is only right around 1/5 of an acre. It used to be 1/4 several years back, but talking here in 2021, 1/5 of an acre. And so we are almost double that here. And so if I ever do fence this in, it will be a nice big yard. We'll see. You know, these trees, I do like having trees, and it's nice that there's several back here. I mean, you can see actually over there in the distance, that's an elementary school as well. So I'm quite close to that. Over there is a housing community that we neighbor on, and in fact, that connects to like 5 other ones. So it'll be really nice for walking and stuff. So this is the yard. Like I said, we'll be getting a sprinkler system installed here in back. Need a couple more zones, and I will talk to the sprinkler guy to make sure that if I ever do put up a fence, it won't interfere with that. But the yard is nice and large, which I do like. You know, I'm not probably going to put up a lot of bushes or anything. We're going to be reasonably free of shrubs and things so that I don't have to do so much yard work, but I will mow it. And so having done the yard, let's talk about some features on the house. So on the corner of the roof here, you can see that that's actually a floodlight. And so there's several of these. This is the one over on this corner of the house. Let me go walk around here. I believe there's one over on the other corner as well. Now, floodlights provide some nice outside illumination if you have people over. Also just kind of a safety feature. And is there one on this corner? Yes, there's one over here as well.
It's a beautiful house.
Yeah, and so over here is another one of the floodlights. And so those will be nice for illumination during the nighttime. Now, other thing to note here, you can see up on the roof line we have gutters running the entire span of the house, and then the downspouts, and this will keep water off the foundation, and it should help in terms of longevity for the building materials, keep water off the slab as well, so we avoid some of the humidity issues there. And let me see other general features. Let me walk around front. We do have shutters. Now the shutters here are primarily decorative. So by decorative, I mean that they aren't functional. You don't put the shutters over the windows, but if I come down walking here, take a couple steps back, you should see these shutters, the nice blue paneling here. And so these are non-functional, like I said, but they do look kind of pretty, which is, I guess, why they do them. So shutters on all the main front windows. And then also regarding windows, we have screens in the windows. And so this is very useful. I'm not sure how well the camera will capture. These are actually the windows to the garage, which probably doesn't matter so much. But if I go up to a house window, un momento. If I go up to a house window, all of the internal house windows have screens. And the benefit of this is that you can actually open the windows when it's cooler outside, so you can get some nice airflow coming in from outside, and it will be very nice if the ambient temperatures are also nice. So that's many of the external features that I've gone over here. I will be going over the building materials in a separate video here, so the brick and the vinyl plank, but now I'm just going to do a general walkthrough. I don't know if I'll comment too much here. Maybe I'll just be quiet for a minute and just get some shots of the general exterior of the house, what it looks like. Actually, right here in front of us, you can see that it almost looks like it's 2 stories. So we have a lofted window there. This is actually the garage. So the house is not 2 stories, but the garage does have a pretty vaulted ceiling. So that's that perspective. And coming over here, this is the front view of the house. That window there is in what will probably be the guest bedroom. It's the smallest bedroom in the house, but has quite a large double window pane there. There's a nice window on the front door. I'll talk about that later. You know, as opposed to a peephole, you have a whole window to see out of. This is also the front of the house. This is one of the other bedrooms that's not the master. But this is what the front porch looks like. And so it's reasonably wide. You know, it's got a nice panel, 2 columns here. Can probably fit a couple of rocking chairs and perhaps a table out here. It's also, I don't know if you can see over by the door, there's a covered outlet. I'll go over those in a little while as well. So walking around the side of the house, I'm just going to point things out as we go here. All of this, as opposed to brick, you see brick on the bottom, there's vinyl plank on the sides. That right there is one of the hose connections. There's one on the other side as well. One over by the driveway, actually. So washing your car and things like that. Another window there on the side, both the downspouts for the gutters. Coming around back, this is the back porch, which I actually paid to get screened in. So the screen will keep bugs out if you want to sit on the porch and enjoy the weather. So this is what the back of the house looks like. Actually, I may back up here and angle my camera up a little bit, and hopefully you get a sense of the roof there. Nice and slanted. You know, we don't have to worry about hurricanes here in Georgia, so hopefully it won't be too much wear and tear on that roof, but you know, it looks nice with the shingles and the contrast and all that. And back towards the rear of the house, what we're looking at right here is the 2 windows in the master. And so this, what I'm looking at right in front of me, this is the master bedroom, the windows for the master bedroom. Coming around on the other side, this is where the garage is. So still master here, and then into the garage on this side. Only thing I'm not so fond of with the driveway, it's pretty steep. I'm very thankful it's not curved though, because curved driveways can be kind of challenging to back out of. So this is the driveway, and then you see the garage there. It's about 22 feet by 22 feet. We'll get into each of the rooms as I go through them more, but nice large 2-car garage. And also, you can see the lights on either side of the garage. So those aren't the floodlights, but those are just the general lights for illumination on the driveway. So I will talk about many more specifics as we get into details of the house, but this was just the general overview of what the exterior of the house looks like and some of its main general features.